it right. We'll talk about that and more next on this episode of Locked On 76ers.
You are Locked On 76ers, your daily Philadelphia 76ers podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Today's episode is brought to you by Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use the code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. So look, I want to talk to y'all. I watched game 4 yesterday of the NBA finals between the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. And yes, Nikola Jokic is a beast. Jokic is going to be the finals MVP. Jokic has been the most phenomenal guy of the postseason. Jokic finished second in MVP voting to Joel Embiid, right? Now, I want to talk to y'all about that today. And I want to talk about why Joel Embiid deserved to be the MVP. There's been a lot of people, and we see this happen a lot of times. There's been a lot of people who are saying, man, y'all gave Joel the MVP, and Jokic is beasting everybody in the playoffs, right? He deserved to get MVP. He should have been a 3-time MVP winner. And you see it everywhere. I mean, you can't watch a television show without people saying that. I voted for Embiid. My email is getting flooded with people saying, look, Pompey, look at it. The real MVP is playing. It's a regular season award, y'all. And Joel Embiid was phenomenal this year. Joel Embiid willed the 76ers to a lot of victories. Yes, Nikola Jokic is the beast. He's the man. He's doing everything for the Denver Nuggets. They're winning. They're going to win the championship because of him. But that shouldn't take away from what Joel Embiid did this regular season. It shouldn't. Not at all. I mean, Joel Embiid had a phenomenal year. Back-to-back scoring titles. He had multiple games of 50 points or more, right? He did a lot of things. The first MVP for the 76ers since Allen Iverson in 2001. I believe the Knights won the overall. But yet and still, I get it. Everyone looks and we see what the Joker is doing, and you say to yourself, like, nah, but what's going on? But the thing we got to understand is Joel Embiid didn't just win the MVP. I mean, he became the 5th one in NBA in franchise history. He dominated. Embiid received 915 points, 73 first place votes, right, from media, right, to easily win. The Joker had 674 points, 15 first. Embiid averaged 33.1 points, 10 rebounds, and 1.7 blocks. You see that he was a phenomenal player. So, I get it, man. I do. And the 33.1 won his second straight scoring title. The 10.2 rebounds ranked 8th in the league. And the 1.7 blocks were 7th in the league, right? In those categories. He was the Eastern Conference Player of the Month 3 times, right? He was the best player in the league in the regular season. And I get it. Joker made a great case. But come on now. We can't look at and see, okay, yes, Embiid struggled in Game 7 of their second round series loss to the Boston Celtics. The Joker is a triple double in the playoffs. But what we're doing is you can't look at a guy struggle in a postseason game and another guy's achievement in the playoffs and say this is the reason why they deserve to win a regular season award. It doesn't work that way, people. It doesn't work that way. So stop it. The guy won. Yes, Nikola is a beast in the playoffs, but Joel Embiid won the regular season award. So, a couple people, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all keep hitting me up. Y'all keep saying all types of things. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. You can hit me up next season or something like that. But right now, leave it alone. The guy deserved to win the award. Like I said, regular season award. He deserved to win it. Now, look, buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be stressful. Gametime is fast and an easy way to buy tickets for all your sports, music, comedy, and theater near you. With killer deals or last minute tickets at their best price guarantee, you can stop stressing over tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll have, right? Forget planning months in advance. Gametime has deals or tickets right up to the day of the event. Get exclusive flash deal on tickets for football, basketball, baseball, concerts, comedy theater, and more. The Gametime guarantees means you'll always get the best price. Now that's great. I love that. Always getting the best price, especially at the last minute. If you find tickets on the same section and row for less, Gametime will credit you 110% of the difference. Now you can't beat that, y'all. Seriously. Get image of your seat before you buy so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. Buy tickets in a matter of seconds. 2 taps and you're set. Tickets are sent directly to your phone so you'll never have to dig through emails. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use the code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. That goes a long way. Terms apply. Again, create an app and redeem the code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. You know? So while I'm saying that Joel Embiid is the regular season MVP, right? And I think we'll all agree that he's the regular season. Well, some of y'all don't, but you need to realize that he is the regular season MVP. I got to talk about this Denver Nuggets team. When I looked at Denver in the regular season, I knew they had great players. Jamal Murray was kind of like coming back from the injury. They have a couple role players. They got, of course, the Joker. But you look at this team, Bruce Brown, right now, you look at this team and you see him and you're saying to yourself, this could be a team that's going to be around for a while. I mean, they have a lot of young, athletic guys. The thing is, typically with teams like this, with the new salary cap and how that goes, it's like, can you afford to keep them in house, right? So I think this could be the biggest problem that they have moving forward. But man, this team, phenomenal basketball, phenomenal. And I get it. Some people might say, look, they're playing the Miami Heat, a eighth seed. Guys are banged up. What do you expect? Like, yeah, they should whip them. But I need to remind y'all, but this is the same Miami Heat that beat Milwaukee, beat New York, beat Boston. So this Miami Heat team is legit. Banged up or not, this isn't a legit team. So well coached at that. So I don't know. I mean, I think, we're all talking about what the Lakers going to do this off season, what this other team is going to do. What about the Sixers coming back? What about Phoenix? Are they going to go out and make a big splash? I mean, this Denver Nuggets team, well coached. Michael Malone, they have a 2-time MVP. The guy's going to be the finals MVP. They have Jamal Murray, about ready to be, look like he should be an all-star. They have a lot of Michael Porter Jr. Man, that Aaron, you know what I mean? Aaron Gordon. I mean, and that's one thing I like about when I was watching this game yesterday, I was asking myself, like, because a lot of times you get guys who are used to being the man, right? Like Aaron Gordon in Orlando, did the slam dunk contest. He was that guy. Everybody loved him. Mr. Excitement, the best player on the Magic team, if not the best, one of the top two, right? So he gets traded and he goes from being the featured guy, one of the featured guys, to at best the third option. But then he dominates the last game, like 27 points, I believe he had, right? In game 4. So then you say to yourself, you're like, did he buy in? Because see, to me, that's the thing that separates championship teams from pretenders. You got to buy in. A lot of times we all think that there's like, you got to do balance. You got to do balance. All that stuff sounds good, but there becomes a hierarchy on championship squads. And elite players have to get in where they fit in. And from the outside looking in, he got in where he fit in. And now what happens is all these guys are receiving a lot of attention. They struggled a little bit, and he took off. He did exactly what you expect a guy that magnitude to do. So what his game is, he's in a dunker position typically. He gets lobs. He does all this other stuff. But they needed him. Just like they needed Bruce Brown. Came through. So when I'm watching this, I'm like, I like what I see. But you question yourself and you're like, but what is it like in that lock? Is everything peaches and cream? Or does he get a little upset? Now it looks like he's happy. But this is something that I think kids need to watch. Championship teams, you got to fulfill a role. And when your number is called, you produce. You got to produce. His number is called and he's producing. But at the same time, he's excelling in his role. And that's the reason why they're up 3-1. So, yeah, there we go. So right now we talked about the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Gordon, how he was able to buy in. We talked about how Joel Embiid deserves to be MVP. Regardless, he did it the right way. He did what he had to do, right? But then I want to ask y'all, where do you think the Sixers rank next year? Where are they? Me, me and my man Devon Givens, the co-host of this podcast. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still think that right now, until they show me something, until I know who's going to be on this roster next year. Right now I still look at them as a second round ceiling. I do. I do. Because I look at, like, we talk about Miami. They beat all the top guns. Milwaukee's coming back. Different coach. But for the most part, they're going to have the same roster, right? They got to, you believe that they're going to go out and sign the people they need to sign, right? Bring them back. You believe. And then you talk about the Boston Celtics, right? If everything stays now, we never, like, again, you don't know what the rosters are going to look like. But based off of this season's rosters, if everybody comes back on all their teams, Sixers got a second round ceiling again. I think it's going to be tough for them. I do. And I know Nick Nurse is a phenomenal coach, right? I give him credit. Doc Rivers got a lot of blame for when they did wrong, but Doc Rivers was part of the reason why this team had a great January, February, March, April. Right? So, I'm here to say, like, their roster, the other teams have a better roster. They do. And that's why I look at the other teams and I say that they're going to be better than the Sixers. Second round ceiling. Now, again, they can make a trade. Some things happen. Other teams lose players in free agency. It's there. It could change. But right now, based off of the 17-man rosters that I've seen, second round ceiling. I want to thank y'all for listening. Have a great day. Blessed week. And I'll be back with y'all, chatting with y'all tomorrow. Peace.